Hey friends, I am inside of FloDesk and I'm going to show you quickly how to set up a workflow. As you notice on the top, one of the options is workflows. So you simply click there and then create new, which is the black button toward the right. And it's going to ask you what your goal is. There's tons of templates here that are really, really awesome. So there's a nurture sequence, a welcome sequence, lead magnet delivery, sales sequence. And so really what you want to do is to create a welcome sequence. So we're going to click on that one and you can customize this. You can take pretty much all of this out if you don't like it, but it's going to help give you a template. Look here. It's already built and ready to go. It looks very similar to what MailerLite looks like if you saw my behind the scenes of my workflow inside of MailerLite. So the welcome sequence, you want it to begin when someone has subscribed by signing up for your opt-in. And so add subscriber to segment. So receiving this email, it's going to all trigger. This is the email where you can edit. I'll click on this so you can see what happens. And in the right side, you can click the edit button. And that opens up the entire editing of the email. You can add or change pictures. You can remove pictures. You can update all of your text. This is where you can put your link for your free opt-in to say, hey, about that freebie that I promised you, about that list for entrepreneurs that I promised you, whatever it is your opt-in is, you can put that here and link it. And you can make that, the button at the bottom. And remember, all of this is editable. So you can change that button to look however you want to stay on brand. I usually, if you've received any of my emails up to this point, I typically have all my buttons be solid filled in there with my branding color, which I'm just going to pick one for the moment. That's pretty close to what my buttons look like. Well, that's pretty close to what my buttons look like in Mint Magnolia. I think they do in Megan Ward as well. But some of my Megan Ward stuff is also a blue color. Anyway, so this is it. This is where you can, if you just click inside each of the boxes, it will open up in the right side where you can edit. And then you can just click in here and drag and type whatever it is that you want to type. When you are done, you just click the finish button. And again, you can see how pretty that these emails are. They are very pretty. What I have found that you do need to think about is that the more images in an email, sometimes it can trigger it to go to spam. I had been noticing a lot of my FloDesk emails were going to spam. That's why I swapped back to MailerLite and why I'm currently using very standard text in my emails and not putting a lot of images. There's a science behind that as to why I do that. However, my copywriter, whom I adore, uses FloDesk for her amazing emails, and I get every one of those. So they don't always go to spam. So I think there's some secret sauce into what your subject line is and that sort of thing to help keep it out. I don't see a ton of images inside of hers. I see a couple every now and then, and maybe that's what it is if she's taking the images out. So once you have got your sequence the way you want it, so have your time delay set up, say, hey, I want to wait only 5 days from the first email, or maybe I want to wait only 1 day, and you just change that by clicking and changing the day. So let's say you send the freebie opt-in and then you wait a day, and then it sends the next email. Once you have your entire sequence set up the way that you want, you hit publish in the top right corner, and it'll do its thing and get going, and so then you publish the workflow, and now it is live. Oh look, see, I'm getting caught. I am not signed up. So because I'm not signed up with FloDesk, I can't get that all fully going. But if you choose to go with FloDesk and you're already signed up, it's not going to give you that option to pay at all. So there you go. And that is how you set up an automated workflow inside of FloDesk.